It's been 4 years, but FIVB Beach Volleyball and the SWATCH World Tour both returned to Canada. This time, we're here in Québec. Hello, wherever you're watching, and a very good afternoon from Canada. A very warm welcome to a buzzing centre court here for the start of Final 4 matches that will see the fight for honours move into those important stages. Spain versus Brazil, the first of those matches. And as you can see, as well as the players coming out to play, so has the weather too. 26 degrees still, and we're past 6 p.m. in the evening here in North America. The sand a very warm 29 degrees and a light breeze that isn't really going to interfere with play. So it's hello to Liliana-Baquerizo in the Final 4 for the first ever time. In fact, it's the first time a Spanish women's team has made the semi-finals in the history of the tour. A very special day for her and her partner Elsa Baquerizo McMillan, 24 years of age. The blocker in this partnership, 1.82 m. Born in Madrid, Elsa resides though in the Canary Islands where the team trains with their coach. Well, the opponents are well known to just about everybody on the world circuit of beach volleyball. Their mother was a pro, their brother's a pro, and they, of course, are a team. Maria Clara Salgado, 28 years of age, the older of the two sisters here for Brazil. Haven't really performed well this year. Will be delighted to be in the Final 4. 23 years of age, Carolina Salgado, 1.78 m. Of course, the blocker of the two. Time to meet the officials as well, the man in charge from the main chair. The first referee is from Argentina. It's Osvaldo Somaville, very well known to everybody on the world circuit. He's presented to the crowd. And it's time to meet the man who's representing the host nation, Omid Motahedi from Canada. Hello to everybody watching at home. Very late in the evening over in Spain, but they'll be cheering these two girls on. They'll be the first team presented, wearing yellow today, of course. Liliana Fernandez is from Alicante on the east coast of Spain. Has been traveling the world playing beach volleyball for a couple of years now. Best finish for these two. Prior to this, a 5th place achieved in Thailand. Already bettered that, but they'll be looking to make the final. Well, the Salgados have played 97 tournaments together now. Just 1 gold. That is a pair. They've also achieved gold medals with other partners. That went together in Mysliwiec in Poland in 2008. The best they've achieved. They haven't managed anything apart from a bronze since then. Today is a big opportunity against a team who are not used to playing in the big matches. Spain versus Brazil it is then. Spain will be on the left-hand side of her screen. They won the toss and elected to receive, as teams invariably do. Much easier to side out than to win points off serve in beach volleyball. That means that we'll see Maria Clara first to the line to get us underway. Target is Elsa, and it's in for an ace. Very, very good start for the Brazilians. Trying to put it down low to the right of Elsa. And this was a result. Not the greatest of leaves, a bit of early nerves perhaps from Spain. This time she takes down, not too convincingly. Chance for the kill though. It's called out. And Brazil have had a very, very confident start of this match. It's a good set in the end by Lily. Yeah, Clara continues, and again it's a leave. And once more it's proved not to be the greatest decision. We knew that they could well be nervous here. They've made history already by becoming the first ever Spanish women's team to reach the semi-finals. That one is taken down this time. Bumped up towards the net. Elsa looks to hit. There's the first point, and that will feel very good. Finally, they side out. Good early pressure, though, from Brazil. Liliana-Baquerizo hammering down. Yeah, Clara wanted her sister to get that. Big call of mine from Carolina. Elsa's down well to defend. Lili Fernandez bumps up. Up against her again in the block. That's good defending. Now they're in the match. Chance for the kill. Blocked, but blocked out. Huge cry of delight there from Lili Fernandez. And the look of relief on the face of Elsa. Top defending there. So difficult. The ball driven hard at you. So 3-2. Elsa will keep serve. Who's down the line again? The target's Carolina. Looks to hit down the line. Lily was there. Oh, she's there again. But it was almost an impossible task to pass from there. Well played, Brazil. First block not quite strong enough. Carolina, the younger of the two sisters to take serve, as Maria Clara calls line blocks for both players. Look to block the line, she will. Just about called out though, as Maria Clara wants another look at it. But she won't be too disappointed with that, will Carolina? She thought she had it for a moment. Cheeky shot, she thought it might have clipped the touch paper. Lily will serve then. Big hit long. Spain a level. Disappointment that from Brazil. Opened up a nice 3-0 lead early on. Net serve, but it's just about crept over. Chance for Carolina to look for the roll shot, and she plants it superbly. Lovely set from Carolina. Maria Clara got a roll on. Just beyond the block of Elsa. Really struggling to get there as well. That is perfectly placed down the line. Here's Maria Clara. Again, firm tactic is to serve to Elsa Baquerizo. Over in two. Well, the idea was good. Spaniards both really out of place going towards the net. Space was there for Brazil to attack. And we see the proof of that. Elsa at the net, Lily to the right. 5-5 with Elsa Baquerizo. Ball of line. In the end, they went on the angle and went too far. Couple of hits that Carol's had, balls that she might have wanted to put away. Certainly on a better day. There haven't been too many better days for this team this season. Through their results in just a few moments, but waning powers, you have to feel, certainly over the last season and a half. And there's more evidence of that. Spain win a point off the serve, and they've now opened up a lead. Carol again going down the middle. She's just not firing at the minute. Net serve. So 7-6. As Maria Clara will look on. Carolina will serve. Serve and then run to have a block straight away. Once more, the tactic doesn't change. In towards Elsa. Obviously feel they had the beating of her at the net, but that's a lovely, lovely cut shot. And look at the smiles. Certainly in contrast to the nervy start we saw, particularly from Elsa. Maria Clara was down there. Like a touch, but not enough of a touch. Able to dig that one out. Lily in Maria, she'll look to have a hit now. That's nice. Very, very nice down the line. Played together since 2004, these two. 13th Final Four for them. Nice high bump. Sets up Elsa. Well, disappointment on the Brazilian side at least. Carol made a touch there, not quite the block she might have looked for. Elsa looking to roll down the line. Maria Clara, well, stationary in the backcourt. There's a reception, just a hit up. Lily responds. Set close to the net and hammered into the sand. Wonderful play by Spain. 10-7 and they're on a roll here. Brilliant left-handed defence first, and look how aware she was to hit home. Carol could have been forgiven for thinking she had it with a roll down the line. What a response that was. 3-point lead here. Very, very handy indeed at this stage of the set. And when things are going for you, they just keep on going for you. Well, the first block was made on merit. The second, well, I'm sure she'll agree that luck accompanied her all the way. Here we go again. Lily up there with a block. And having the peace and presence of mind to react instinctively. So we'll continue this serving run. This time it's gone long. They'll be pleased with the fact they've been able to put the accelerator down and put some distance between themselves and Brazil. Brazil with the 13 previous semi-finals. Very much more used to playing in front of such a big crowd and such a big occasion. What's called out? Oh dear, oh dear. I could say from up here it looked in. Osvaldo Somavi has gone down to have a chat. Even the Spanish nodding their heads in agreement, and the other side saying it was in. Obviously not willing to give it away openly, but when asked. Good look in from up here, and there's the proof. Just tipping the blue line on the way through. Decision's been corrected. Carol will continue off serve. Elsa looks to hit. That really would have been a big ask after the first touch. 12-9, technical timeout then. It all started pretty awfully for Spain, but it's been on the up since then. They're in control here, 3 points the lead. Brazil have work to do. Frustrated Maria Clara Salgado, one of the most experienced women's players out there at the minute. Of course, we talked about them not doing too well this season, not as they'd expect anyway. Several 5th places, 9th places. This is their first semi of the season, though. So our first semi of careers for Lily and Elsa. Previous meetings between these two, only 2 of them. Both of them ended in 2 sets and both shared out, 1 for each team. One of those in Thailand last year was won by the Brazilians. Just a few weeks ago in Stade in Switzerland, though. 2-0 in 35 minutes in favour of those girls in yellow today. Nice bump up. Elsa's there with a block. Again, they'll try. There's the poke. And it's a well-won, methodically placed point. That's good from Brazil. Well, they tried once. There's a block to say no. On the second occasion, just squeezing it through and beyond the block. Decent serve. It was well taken down. The pass, though, was always going to put Elsa in trouble there. It had to be closer to the net. Good serve by Maria Clara. Certainly put them under pressure there. She's one of the best on the circuit. The only thing that Brazil have managed to do to put Spain in trouble so far, but that's a response and a half. Now the level. And what a way to come out this side of the technical timeout. 3 points on the spin. Crown with a lovely, lovely block here from Carolina. The first one she's made in the match. It's another ace. Timeout from Spain, and it's no surprise to see them taking it. How quickly things can change in this sport. 2 minutes ago, they were flying 3 points ahead, thinking they had the beating of the other team. Another ace, though. To take down some of that energy drink, take a deep breath. Elsa perhaps with the nerves returning. We saw them firmly evident in the first few points. It's a much happier bench than it was before. I'm surprised to see it that way. 4 points in succession. They still keep serve here. Spaniards unbeaten this week. 4 consecutive wins, beating Puerto Rico, Mexico, the Netherlands, and the 8th Brazilian team of Vivian and Tayana. We'll see in the second semi. Nice cut down is from Elsa. Lily's up at the net. Carolina will have another try, but it's Liliana again with a block. 2 in succession in the same point. The second one's the winner, though. And Spain hit back with a blow of their own. Well worth another look, this. Shania and high gets the perfect contact. Pump up looking for Carolina. Again, Lily was there. She's making positions excellently here. Much in contrast to yesterday in the quarter-final against Vivian and Tayana. Danny Wood was getting a little annoyed with her, perhaps selling herself a bit too short and too soon at the net. There was nothing she could do. The previous point demonstrated exactly what she's capable of. So now will rise, look to hit down the line, blocked and blocked on the line too. Well, it's the block show. The minute Brazil are just edging it. Carolina rising high again and putting up the barrier. Close to going out. And it's for them, just the right side of that blue tape. Side switch then with Brazil 2 points up. Good testing serve that went deep. Elsa hits, it's taken a touch on the way through. And the side out is exactly what the Spanish need. Taken down by Carolina. Good reverse pass, an excellent pass, but Liliana's there again, and she's showing Carolina that she can compete with her here. Oh, some top blocking. Excellent pass, by the way, by Maria Clara, almost setting up her sister from a very difficult position. I think Lily enjoyed that. 15 apiece then. Yet to lose a set this week, the Spanish. Over in 2 from Brazil. Need to make the right touch there, Lily. Tip the ball. Maria Clara showing that she can roll it. Just the right amount of spin on the ball. And they're pumped as well. Float serve across towards Elsa. Still saves their tactic. Nice bit of defending. Keeps the Brazilians in it. Spain will have another chance to have a swing here. Elsa's there. Carolina. Crowd enjoyed that one. Lily now looking for the finish. Finally it gets there. Spain knocking on the door several times, eventually shoving it open. But all credit for Brazil for their resistance. There's a second bit of defending. Carol outstanding in that point. So we're at 16 apiece. Remember, joining us for the first time, 21 points by 2 clear points. Those where our beach volleyball set ends. If you're used to joining us, well, you know that is a wonderful hit on the angle. Textbook stuff for Brazil. Nice high bump set, Maria Clara's there. The objective, soundly achieved. If anything, a very slight advantage to Brazil. Every time they side out, they're a point ahead. Lily sets it up for Elsa. Nice defending again. Maria Clara really getting into the game now. There's the poke. There's Lily. Still keeps it in. Second swing. Elsa this time says no, it's going out now. Despite Liliana attempting to dive under the net, it was an impossibility to get that between the antenna had she got there. But look at these teams really going at it. The last few points, you see some of the best defending you will see on tour. Key to this point, though, is Brazil have that magic 2-point advantage now. That's the reason Lily was chasing it down. 18-16, the right time in the set to open up that advantage too. No mistake allowed from Elsa. And she holds her nerve. Just rolling it to the wide, to the right of the block. Brazilians thinking cross-court. Serve to Carolina. There's a little wiggle of the finger that Elsa gave there. Block, and Spain are level again. Well, how many twists and turns does this set have? Not quite a 90-degree turn yet, but it's significant in that it's forced Brazil into a timeout. Look at that for a rise. Really come to the blocking show in this first set, Lily. And they can sit down a little more relaxed than they did last time. They're in the set, they're alive. Brazilians, though, have the experience at this level. They've been in this situation on numerous occasions previously. The other team that have been beaten, though, this week, they had to come through the contender bracket. They've had a very, very long road to the final as well. They lost in just the second round against Cook and Hinchley of Australia. Then had to beat the French, Chinese, the United States, Canada, and Australia again. It's time to get through and to reach those semi-finals. So they've played a couple more matches. Something has to give, though, here in this first set. 18 points apiece. Lily to serve. Spain at the minute with a slight bit of momentum. Just about squeezes over. Carolina, nice poke. Maybe because of the excellent piece of defending. See her throwing the knuckles at the ball. Upset sets up Elsa again. It's behind the net, but it sets up the cut shot quite beautifully. Good response. Spain needed a side out there. Hadn't they done it, would have been a set point for Brazil. That's the objective, the side out here for the Brazilians, if they can get it. Lily's there, denies them at the first opportunity. Up again, and this time it's hit venomously by Carol. It is a set point chance for Brazil then. It's been a wonderfully tight, wonderfully contested first set. Brazilians have the chance to take it. Right out to their feet. They played a great part in this tournament this week. Carol serving for the set. Elsa needs to make this down the line. Chance over Brazil to set it up. Maria Clara swinging for the set, and she does it. In the end, it's a roll shot. It's been tied all the way through. Brazil just edge it. And the appreciation shown by these several thousand people present here in Quebec City. Back here for the first time since 2007, and what a show these ladies are putting on. 21-19 Brazil. You get the feeling there is plenty more to come in this semi-final. So a brief moment of rest for those players whilst they change ends. This though is how the first set was won. Lovely defending all the way through by the Brazilians. Spaniards showing early nerves. Both teams working hard. The Spaniards themselves ahead at one point. They let that lead slip. And Brazil using all of their experience to edge over the line. Elsa and Lily at this stage for the first time, and losing a set for the first time this week as well. Yeah, Clara pumped up throughout this match. But they've been pushed all the way. This is the moment that they were able to seal the deal. Well, that's how much it meant to them. Another set to go, though. The Spaniards were hoping to push them to a tie-break. Energy gel, it's been a long, warm day. Got through their second match via forfeit, though. Australian team not quite feeling up to it. Had to play this morning. Spaniards, on the other hand, have had over 24 hours rest since they won their quarter-final. Strong, serious, concentrated faces, wondering where they can eke out an advantage. Set two to begin then. Brazil to serve with Maria Clara, just as we started the first. This time it's a bit more confident from Spain. That is until the cut shot is available for use, but it's not quite executed as they wanted it to be. Contact from Elsa, not the correct one. Alina can celebrate. Good serve, very good serve. Just about well managed by Spain. And somehow they turned it into a point out of nowhere. But it was unorthodox, perhaps not the prettiest thing to watch. My oh my, was it effective. 1-1, and that is a huge side out the context of this match. They need to show early on that they can compete here. Otherwise, Brazil, looking and talking about their experience, might just feel they can push it home. Lily bumps high. Touch on the way through. Carolina making a blocking stance, knowing how close it was. Just blocking out. Lovely placement. Certainly has been an epic performance since losing in that second round to get here. Those extra matches. It's a good serve as well. Serving really well at the minute, the Brazilians. But Spain hanging in there. Gutsy performance on the other side of the net. A disappointment from Maria Clara. No wonder they've come up with a couple of super serves that really haven't been rewarded with points. Elsa down digging fantastically. Really finishing it off. float serve. Getting towards Carolina. Change of angle for attack. Third touch assist from Spain. Has to go on. And it works for them. So finally a point off serve for them. 4-3 the engine at the minute of the first side change in the second set. Clara left with her face in the sand. Cross court again into Carolina. Elsa can't get there. Launching into the block. Nicely picked off though by Brazil. Close to that. Had to avoid touching it there. Good work by Lily to set it up. Elsa couldn't finish. Again gets there. Oh, golden opportunity missed by Brazil. Have another one though with Maria Clara. Now Elsa's turn for a swing for the Spanish. Down the line. Well, what a way to turn around the point. Brazil really should have had that 1-1. Free ball at the net. There it was. Really stood up to them. Once the Spanish had the chance, this is what happened. Reception, set, and take that. 5-4 then. Limes the call. Space cross court that wasn't exploited. Elsa's down, Lily having meters and meters and too many meters in the end to make up. Well, again, running full pelt towards the back of the court. We'll see it once more. Elsa finishing it off nicely. Spain again starting to put some moves together here. The crowd really much enjoying this as well. Filling up nicely. The noon session was packed out. The evening session, of course, just beginning. The lights are on. So the last couple of semi-finals we'll have with the men will be completely under lights. An amazing spectacle that you get to see. Very impressive the way the organisers have put together this tournament. Liliana with a bump. Elsa looking to attack. Going to be so careful not to touch the net. Well, should have passed that and have had to have gone over the net between the antenna, asking an awful lot of Carolina. There she goes, just avoiding touching the net. That's a foul, by the way. In the end, unable to find the pass. Valiant effort once more. All or nothing, though. Serve high to the body of Maria Clara. Changing tactic a bit there, the Spanish. Oh, that's right on the line. That is wonderful placement to open up a 2-point lead. There goes the side change. Spain 8-6 ahead. And that's the point that did it. Right on the line, Brazil. Calling leave. Not their greatest decision of the day, though. Lydia flowed over. Maria Clara. Looks to hit. Elsa's down well. Now her chance to swing home. Good response, though, from Carolina, who shut the door. Maria Clara now. A net touch in the end. But whatever happened there, the point would have gone the way of Brazil. See it just as she rises here. Touch on the top of the net, you can see it wobbling away. Elsa commits the foul, but nevertheless it was a nice swing and spike. Elsa this time will try and swing correctly. In the end, uses the cut shot. Lovely, delicate little touch on the ball. Really showing her class when she can get over those nerves here. Nice, clever stuff. Oh, that's look. That is look to 100%. Hence the reason the hand went up to apologise. But I think you know deep down there is no apology coming from the heart there. Every point you can take. 3 ahead now, Spain. So, as we were in the first set. Carol to hit, and hits with real venom. Brilliant defending though. Again we go. Elsa's there once more, and at a third time of asking, this time couldn't pull off what looked to be a superhuman touch on the ball. Oh, the crowd on their feet. Here we go again. Elsa down 1, Lily down 2. Brazil kept coming at them though. Look at the power applied. This time it's Maria Clara. Elsa responds. And Carolina though is able to poke home. Fantastic rally. Every right to celebrate that one. Ball down the line. Slavic Maria's turn to defend well, just passes it over. Long to try and make Spain think about things there, but they're able to put together the move. Huge cry of come on from Elsa there. Passing from deep in the court, Buck sets her up. Plenty of space to aim at the finish. Ball of line, and it is nicely placed down the line. Back to within 2 here, Brazil. Last point before the technical timeout here. And a huge point for the Brazilians as well. Get back to within 1. I'm sure the confidence will be flowing again. Maria Clara to Elsa. Elsa looks to hit. You heard the cry of Sola, you're on your own. And my, did she hit through the ball. Every opportunity there, no block to hit against. Get a few to hit through and hit right through. Anger and annoyance for the Brazilians, unable to defend it. It's a means business look from Liliana-Baquerizo at the minute. Some superb defending in there. The Brazilians as well. Might be 3 points down here. Looking good. Much better than we've seen them in recent tournaments. A few of the players stay over in Europe. Some of the top teams who have been winning, not in the need of prize money or points. This tournament coming in between the middle of the European Grand Slam season, but it's also allowed a lot of other teams and nations who haven't been doing so well, perhaps really feel they have an opportunity of taking this tournament, to come over and show their skills. It has been excellent for the tour this week. Baquerizo down the line, Maria Clara, the new target of serve. Oh, it's a free hit. Down well again, there's Elsa. Couple of presents for them. Well, the defending was there, but they went over on the first time of asking both times. Elsa happy to get there, just not too happy with the contact she was making. Carol to serve then. And this is the point of the first set that Brazil pulled it right back. Almost doing it again. Here's Maria Clara, big hit, lovely bit of defending, so hard to hit that up without fouling. Elsa hits home, Brazilians crying away and asking for a double touch from somewhere. Well, in fact, no, it's a net touch they're asking for. Number 2 with a yellow card. Carolina has been warned not to say anything else to the referee. I thought they might have been asking about that contact. It would have been very, very harsh to give it against them. Looked pretty good to me. Of course, it was a hard-driven ball as well, and that does state that in the rules. There's the roll. Ah, she was always struggling to get that. Nice placement by Brazil. Just pushing it beyond the block. Defense not getting there. So 2 points still the gap. Remember, the Brazilians are set up here though. Spanish who desperately need something out of this set. Over in 2. Lily getting a little excited. Big opportunity there. Chance as well to maybe hold and set. They wanted to go over and surprise the Brazilians. Lily seeing the chance open up, but hitting long. Spain taking a timeout. So once more, the technical timeout coming at the wrong time for the Spaniards. They've lost ground. 2 out of the 3 points have evaporated from their lead. Where do they go from here? Big, big moment in the match now. So these two pull things back and try and force it in second set. That's exactly what they're attempting to do. And the Spaniards hold on and force a decider. This match really being decided on the details. We've had some epic rallies. Tuning in a little late then. Where on earth have you been? Much more where this has come from tonight. Second women's semi. Followed by what looks to be a USA-Brazil dominated men's draw, and their semi-finals too. Very Latin female draw, Brazilian teams and the Spaniards. Maria Clara towards Elsa. Brazilians happy with their tactics, keeping serving. Good response though. Spanish needed the side out more than ever there. A real crucial point, certainly mentally for the match. Nice hit beyond the block. Elsa hit down the line. Once more. Maria Clara. Carol set her up nicely. The pokey. That was close. Very, very close. She might have preferred the set in a little more safe territory there. Certainly presenting Carol with an opportunity at the net. Elsa there, happy to see it hit the ground. 15-13. The longer they keep this lead, the more chance they'll have, of course, of forcing it home, forcing a third set. Lovely placement again. Well, they've got the radar turned on today, the Brazilians. Whenever they played, in the points they've lost, they've tested the Spanish. They've played them all around the court. Just drop beyond the net. Liliana hits down the line. Elsa up there, not the greatest of sets from Lily. Well, the point going the way of Spain. Foul committed there. And there's White. Slight touch on the net. reason to be disappointed with herself there. Well. They've waited, they've bided the time, they've kept in touch, and they're suddenly level. Carolina Salgado. I think she enjoyed it. Lily to set here. Big point for Spain. So much space to aim for cross court. Nice little roll. There's the space on the angle. Maria Clara going left. Elsa sending the ball in the opposite direction. Big cry of out, and it was comfortably out. Lily trying to get the Brazilians to play. Playing the back court makes it harder to set up in the position you want to for the finish. 17 all as Lily mops up. Elsa to hit. And the point will go the way of the Spanish. Brazil asking for the net touch there. Something they're not getting. Celebrating. Quickly told to be quiet. So much at stake here. Brazil certainly will not want to go to a third set. So many times we've seen the second set winning. The team who win that second set going on to win the match due to the momentum. And that's a good way to stop it. A big full stop 20 Spanish momentum. Just a calm roll shot down the line. Mentally and technically still there. 18 all then. Lily, no mistake allowed. It's presented Brazil with a chance though. Maria Clara, nobody there. And that is a huge point in the context of the match. Brazil getting a point off serve. They're just 2 away from the victory now. Pokes beyond the net. The light for them. Here goes Carol. They're very close, and Carol coming up with a block. Exactly when she needed it. It's brought up match point from nowhere. Well, just a couple of minutes ago, Spain so close to holding on to the lead. They managed to eke out for much of this second set. But Brazil bringing up match point with that block. And a chance to secure the final. Lily needs to hit down the line, and the match point for now is saved. They need to find another where that came from though, and this time off serve. Brazil so close to making just their second ever final. Side out will give them victory here. Lily can afford no mistake. Decent serve as well. Chance so presented to the Brazilians. It's gone their way. And just for the second time in the history of the Salgado sisters as a team, they're into the gold medal match. Spain in their first semi-final are knocked down and out. It's been a long time coming since Mitrovica in 2008, but this point, a well-contested joust at the net, won by the Brazilians. Means that Carolina and Maria Clara Salgado will contest the final here in Canada. Well, they have a history of doing so well in this country, the Brazilians, both male and female. It was tight, it was very difficult, but they're there. 21-19, 21-19. Disappointment, though, for Lily and Elsa, who played one of the matches of the season. Not translate that. Obviously very disappointed with how they play. They had the advantage in both sets over the Brazilians. The experience perhaps just coming through at the end. And Brazil make it through. to that gold medal match. So lots to think about overnight for these two. They'll have the bronze medal to contest tomorrow. Brazilian coaching staff getting the congratulations. And of course, it was a match that really could have gone either way. We saw the epic defending all the way through from both teams. Technical as well, plenty of well-placed roll shots, nice cuts, particularly from Liliana-Baquerizo. Clara-Carol, though, played the rolls all day long and got most of them right. Really excellent in the blocking. Carolina to match her. Of course, the odd argument to throw in with the referee as well. Don't get too many Salgado sisters matches without that. It's all part of their dynamic as a team, of course. Those of you seeing the Spanish team televised for the first time, though, get ready to see a lot more of them. They've improved no end throughout this year. Seeded around 28th, 30th in main draws around this time last year. Their seed for this tournament all the way up to 5th. And without doubt it will grow following their performance this week. So there we have it, first semi-final. Gone the way of Brazil, 2-0, 21-19, 21-19. Remember to join us again very soon. We'll be back with more action from the SWATCH FIVB World Tour here in Québec.